Charlie Kirk's dead, and before his body got cold, the far right propped his corpse up as a cudgel for their holy war. I've never seen more people within the same sentence both condemn political violence and then immediately call for political violence against their opposition. Don't be fooled. These people don't give a single shit about Charlie Kirk. They are just using his death to further their Christo-fascist agenda. And before I continue, I need to say that this revisionist history about who Kirk was is just as perplexing. I'm seeing all these heartfelt statements coming from Democratic politicians and celebrities applauding Kirk as some bastion of free speech and debate. Kirk was a reprehensible human being. He enacted his political agenda by preying upon weak-minded people. He took complex socioeconomic issues and simplified them by pointing fingers at outgroups, demonizing those groups, and then sicking his massive following on them. He was a stochastic terrorist, an adamant transphobe. He denied the genocide happening in Palestine. He believed in the subjugation of women, and with his last dying words, he was spewing racist dog whistles. Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein, and his monster shot him through the neck. And all of that said, none of us should want to live in a society where these types of killings become the norm. It's the sign of a sick and dying world, and we can both denounce this violence and also realize that Kirk and his ilk's rhetoric are why it happens. And you can see this rhetoric continuing after his death. Far-right extremists are clogging social media, practically begging to use his death as an excuse to enact massive retributory violence against Democrats or liberals or leftists. They are looking for any excuse to justify their desire to kill their opposition. As of writing this, we have no idea why Kirk was shot, yet the fucking President of the United States is already using this as an opportunity to demonize his opposition. The hypocrisy is astounding and terrifying in how callous and calculated it is. These same folks begging for blood were silent when Democratic leader of the Minnesota House Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark were assassinated in their homes. The president gave remarks from the Oval Office about Kirk's murder and said nothing about the 3 kids shot in a high school in Denver yesterday. Republican commentators are outraged that people would make light of Kirk's death and laughed their asses off at Nancy Pelosi's husband being beaten with a hammer and still to this day mock the death of George Floyd. And the reason is they don't actually give a fuck about the violence. They don't care about Kirk's death. The only thing they care about is winning, about using this situation as leverage to further their political agenda of turning this country into a Christo-fascist authoritarian state. And the Democrats, by normalizing Kirk and cosplaying norms, are allowing them to cling to this martyr narrative. The only thing that matters to these people is ensuring that the fictitious world they've created is the one that dominates, and they will hang the corpse of Charlie Kirk on their banner if it means that they'll win.